An upcoming paintball tournament will raise money to help support veterans and first responders. The Rock Speedway and Entertainment Complex is scheduled to host the inaugural First Responders Royale from Guardians Entertainment on June 26. Justin Jones, operating partner for the Speedway, said a generous amount of all proceeds generated by the event will go toward the Wounded Warrior Project and the First Responders Foundation. According to Jones, organizers are planning for at least 15 three-man teams, and one member of each team must be a first responder. The course will be on 50 acres in the back right section of the Speedway property and will feature both wooded areas and an open field. Jones said there are plans in the works to add an indoor course and make it the largest paintball arena in the world. But paintball isn't the only event slated for the historic Speedway. Monster Trucks will be bringing its Mayhem Tour to Rockingham on July 2nd through the 4th. MB Drift will hold the second round of its competition on May 15th. Jones said there are also plans to host more go-karts as well as golf cart racing, in addition to the November 6 Cars Tour race. Seat Time Racing School recently announced it was planning to return to the Rock with an event slated for July 24th. There is also talk of adding a dirt track to this property, according to Jones. He added that the Speedway's partners aren't pressing the issue of having NASCAR return just yet, as the track is undergoing renovations. The infield is currently being outfitted with LED lights, and through an agreement with the MB Drift team, sections of the track are being repaved. The North Carolina Forest Service reported that a Tuesday wildfire in the southern end of the county burned about 60 acres of privately owned land. County Ranger Jack Franklin said a call came in around 2 p.m. in reference to a woods fire off Lockhaven Road. The East Rockingham Fire Department also responded. Franklin said crews fought the blaze and the winds fueling it for around 3 hours. Air support had been called, but flight crews were grounded due to an incoming storm, according to Franklin. He said the fire was contained around 5:30 p.m. and heavy rains helped extinguish it. Franklin said a preliminary investigation shows the fire may have been ignited by a pile of pine debris that had been burned as long as a week ago. Before volunteers from across Richland County came together to clean up last weekend, more than 300 bags of trash were picked up from local roadsides. During his report to the Richland County Board of Commissioners on Tuesday, County Manager Brian Land said the Solid Waste Department and NCDOT collected 333 bags during the month of April, totaling 3.7 tons. Land added that 16 tires were also removed from the 24 roads targeted for pickup. According to the report, the worst areas were Airport, Lockhaven, and Misby roads, as well as NC 381 and US 74 Business, where county and state workers picked up at least 28 bags. There were also 3 illegal dump sites reported and investigated, 2 warning notices issued, 1 citation issued, and 2 garbage burning investigations. The Richland Senior baseball team's season continued on Wednesday at home against Pinecrest. Hosting the Patriots in the opening half of a 2-game series this week, the Raiders dropped their 3rd straight game in a 7-0 decision. Pinecrest sophomore pitcher Colby Wallace tossed a no-hitter against the Raiders, striking out 11 batters and walking 2. Head coach Rob Ransom and the Raiders knew they opened their season against some of the tougher competition in the SAC. He added he saw some bright spots in the loss, especially with the pitching staff. The Richland Senior baseball team's season continued on Wednesday at home against Pinecrest. Hosting the Patriots in the opening half of a 2-game series this week, the Raiders dropped their 3rd straight game in a 7-0 decision. Pinecrest sophomore pitcher Colby Wallace tossed a no-hitter against the Raiders, striking out 11 batters and walking 2. Head coach Rob Ransom and the Raiders knew they opened their season against some of the tougher competition in the SAC. He added he saw some bright spots in the loss, especially with the pitching staff. The Raiders will complete the 2-game set with the Patriots with a road game on Friday, which is slated for 7 p.m. When we return, we've got your Live at 5 weather report is coming up after the break, so stay tuned.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham, And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
She gets her soccer skills from her mom, her sense of humor from her dad, and her drugs from her home medicine cabinet. Over half of misused medication comes from family and friends. Talk to your children about the dangers of prescription drug misuse. Secure your medication, take regular inventory to ensure nothing is missing, and properly dispose of expired or unused medication. Be aware. Don't share. Lock your meds.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
JC's in Rockingham has you covered for used appliances, parts, trailers, and storage. We have one of the largest selections of reconditioned washers, dryers, and refrigerators in the Sand Hills, and we offer free delivery to residents inside Richmond County. Come check out our variety of trailers for any hauling job and our storage buildings for the things you need out of the weather or house. We also carry parts and accessories for appliances, trailers, truck beds, and can order the things you need. That's JC's on South Hancock Street in Rockingham.
Hometown heroes? Well, maybe. When it comes to backyard comfort and no pesky mosquitoes, call Brown Termite and Pest Control at 910-895-6410 or 910-276-8870. Their team of superheroes can take back control of your paradise. That's 910-895-6410 today.
Your Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by Sunset Slush, Clandestine Ice, located here in downtown Rockingham. And happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far today. It's been another nice day, a little bit more cooler than what we saw yesterday. We did expect us to have a little bit of a dip in the forecast right before we get into the weekend, but nonetheless, still relatively warm. Speaking 6 o'clock, 72 degrees, 10 o'clock, 57 degrees, with sunset at 8:08 p.m. and a waning crescent moon phase out tonight as well. It's going to be a little bit cloudy out there as the evening rolls on. We're going to see some more clouds again tomorrow as well. Temperatures kind of going back up a little bit back into the 70s, but are kind of on the cusp of dropping down to the 60s as well for the high, and also the lows getting into the 40s. Fayetteville, a high of 71 with a low of 47. Rayford, a high of 72 and a low of 46. Down in Lumberton, a high of 72 and a low of 48, with Laurinburg seeing a high of 72 and a low of 46. Up in Southern Pines, will be a high of 69 and a low of 45, with Ellerbe seeing a high of 68 and a low of 45. Here in Rockingham and Hamlet, just barely getting into the 70 tomorrow with a low of 45. And then down in Bentonville, a high of 73 and a low of 46. And Wadesboro will be seeing a high of 69 and a low of 46. Now let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. As you can see, we do got a little bit more on the way of that rain chance coming up. We have a 30% chance, so not really a whole lot to worry about. I would still say it's more of a partly cloudy sky tomorrow, but that 30% chance is still going to be there, so do be mindful of that. High of 70, low of 45. As we get into Saturday and Sunday, more partly cloudy skies on the way with a high of 74 for Saturday and a low of 53. And temperatures getting back into the 80s again on Sunday with a high of 84 and a low of 67. Now let's take a look at Monday with thunderstorms again popping up, a 50% chance throughout the entire day, high of 81 and a low of 56. As we get into Tuesday and onward, we're going to see a little bit more partly cloudy skies on Tuesday with a high of 7 and a low of 53. And those 70s and 50s will kind of carry over into Wednesday with another 50% chance of precipitation. Luckily, that's only in the morning to afternoon. Not really expecting that in the evening. And then by Thursday, a high of 72 and a low of 55 with mostly cloudy skies. So that's going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report and for tonight's edition of Live at 5. Of course, for the latest news, sports, and events happening in Richmond County, you can always visit richmondobserver.com, or you can download the free R app for your mobile devices. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Russell Parker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Richmond County.